He's here somewhere. He's hiding. He is here somewhere. Deaf Cat is in the house. He's here somewhere. Afternoon, how you doing? Hope you're all well. What's the crack? Hope you're all keeping well. Wednesday afternoon, hump day. Nearly there. Nearly to the weekend. Let's find a feed. Make sure it's working. Loading back up. I've decided to load back up into the Mazda again. We'll find something for 3 o'clock. This will finish at 2:59. So what I'll do is I'll withdraw before 3 o'clock. Do something at 3 o'clock on the hour. Hey, Charlie. How was your morning or your night or your evening or whatever? The other thing I need to check is say that. Do this. Monitor it. Charlie, are you there? If I run this, can you tell me whether this works or not? Nobody can tell me whether they can hear the V8. So I hear it. Do you guys hear it? You guys hear that all right? Or is it just me? Because they've changed some of the functionality in OBS. Trying to figure. Hey, DK. Hope you're well. I think I'm going to change over to the new system fairly soon. I'm going to install it and see how we might have to do a test session. I'm doing very well, mate. Can I run a test with you? Can I use you as a dummy? I want to play the V8 intro, and I want you to tell me whether you can hear it same time as I hear it, if that makes sense. Just tell me whether you hear this V8 intro or not. Line it up. Hang on a second. V8 intro. Find it. Yes, we're back in the Mazda for the minute. We're going to do a 3 o'clock race. We're going to do one of the races on the hour. Just bear with me a second. I'm just looking for, if we starting soon, V8. Okay. And then if I want to do advanced audio properties, I just want you guys to tell me whether you can hear the V8 play when I do this intro or not. How cool am I now? No cooler than I was. No cooler than I was. Can't find the damn thing. No, it's just an estimate. Just an estimate. Very dismissive as well, if I'm honest with you. Very dismissive. Annoyed me. I'll find this damn thing. Let me try it again. Hang on a second. Can you hear this audio? That audio play for you. You hear the engine. You can hear the engine. So when I do that, you can hear the engine. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Railroad. Thank you, DK. Thanks, Factis. Trying to get a couple of things. Rating some. We'll do one of these races, and then what I'll do is I'll quit. I'll forfeit the race, and we will let's have a look to see what we're going to do at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, we will do. LMP2s. How long is that? 20 minutes? Yeah. 3 o'clock, we'll do LMP2s. Got a busy day. Just came by to see how things were. No, I appreciate it, DK. Thanks very much. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, so we'll do this race at 3 p.m. We'll do the Mazda race first, and we'll do this. This should fit. This is what I like now about iRacing. You can go race guide. You can have a look and see what starts at 3 p.m. which should be the LMP2 race. Lock. Nordschleife, there's an hour long at Long Beach. LMP2 will finish at 34. That will bring us up to 45. 30. It'll finish at 34. It'll give us 10 minutes to get into a 45 race, a quarter to the hour race. And the 45 races are, says, 45 races would be IMSA or a Porsche. Or a Porsche. Yeah. And that will bring us up to 25 past. Then we can decide whether we want to do a half past race or whether we want a another 42 race. So that's what this afternoon looks like. So we're at Road America to begin with. And then we will do LMP2 at Long Beach in its own LMP2 race. And then we will do one of the quarter two. That will bring us up 5:30. Hey Raider, hope you're well. That is the plan. Yeah. Bit of Mazda, bit of LMP2, bit of Porsche. And we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Sound like a plan? We all in? All in favor say aye. Try keep this one clean as well. I've come up with a crazy idea as well. I was thinking about putting one of these cameras on a pan tilt. I think that could be quite cool, sticking it on a pan tilt and remotely controlling it. Hey, Lavi, hope you're well. Thank you very much for the 1 like.
Of course, it's not good enough for you, Bill. No.
No. 1 like. 1 like. There he is. How you doing? You well? Another day, another dollar, my friend, another dollar.
My dad is going to be the death of me.
I understand that, man. At least you got him nearby.
Yeah.
Fine.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. But look at the positives. And focus on the negatives. Life's too short. Coming up on a year ago now, my wife, her mom, early 70s, fell over, broke her leg.
Oh.
Went in for an operation on the largest bone in her body and didn't come back out.
Oh, on her femur.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 76.
Yeah, that's once you break bones in your 70s, that's like a death sentence.
Yeah, and I get it. Yeah, it is scary. It is scary. We're some of us are of that age, right? You don't think about it when
It's like my grandfather. He fell
50.
down his front steps, broke his hip, and ended up dying of lymphoma in the hospital.
Yeah. Things happen, right?
Yeah.
And there's even a risk. It doesn't have to be in hospital or catching a disease, right? And there's even a risk of your death rate, as you said, your death rate goes up massively.
Exponentially.
Yeah, massive.
Yep.
So yeah, I get he's frustrating the hell out of you at the moment. I've never seen the film. We were talking about films we haven't seen this morning. I've never seen the film, and it's a film I probably need to sit down and watch. But I really like the line "Smile and wave, boys." Madagascar.
Oh.
And apparently the penguins go "Smile and wave, boys."
Smile and wave, boys. Yeah.
You know, which a friend of mine's partner said, let me know he's selling the RS Sprint pedals, please. A friend of mine's partner was listening to a conversation I was having when I was getting really stressed out about work about 10 years ago. She was in the kitchen making dinner for us, and she just, like, she generally doesn't get involved, and, you know, she was letting me talk to my friend at the end of the day. And, like, almost from underneath her breath, she said, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. And I turned around into the kitchen, and she kind of like looked up as if to say, "Did I say that, or was I thinking it?" And I was like, "What?
Did I say the loud part quiet or the quiet part loud?"
She was like, "Smile and wave, boys." I said, "Well, what's smile and wave?" She said, "You never heard smile and wave?" And I was like, "No." And she's like,
"Yeah, it's the mobster
it's the
penguins.
It's the penguins." Hey, Lewis, how's it going? Bruno, currently what I use is a SimLab Evo. It's very old. Currently, what I recommend is a Pro Sim rig. If you're in the UK or you're in Europe, I would recommend a Pro Sim rig. I have an affiliation with Pro Sim rig. My next rig will be a Pro Sim rig. So I'm being very transparent and open. I think the SimLab's a great thing. I think the Pro Sim rigs are better. How much are they? It depends what you want. There's a couple of rigs available. There's the PSR3 and the PSR1. Where in the world are you, Bruno? I presume your name is Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
how are you doing, Lewis? Hope you're well. You're in Germany, so simraceshop.de would be your local reseller. So speak to Dennis at simraceshop.de. Most people could get away with a PSR3, Pro Sim Rig 3. The fancy ones will be a Pro Sim Rig 1. Hey 3D, welcome back. Hope you're well. Right, we're going to go qualify in the Mazda at Road America. Strength of field is 2.1. Pro Sim Rig.
Laps to set a decent time.
Pro Sim Rig, Bruno.
It's funny, TikTok keeps recommending me a specific streamer. And I actually went in there one time. Yeah, I went in there one time, and I've already been blocked, and I've never met the guy.
I never blocked you.
No. This was another streamer.
I'm joking. There is no other streamers.
But you know how TikTok has like that suggested live creator section? Yeah. I clicked on the one suggestion it gave me, and I've already been blocked.
Yeah, I find hey only Jerix, I'm using Race Labs as an overlay, and all my software is available in my Discord channel under useful links. Go to my Discord channel. Check out useful links, only Jerix. We have nearly 1,000 followers in the Discord channel. Yeah, I have a penchant for another coffee at the moment. I had one this morning. I don't normally have coffees. My wife made me a coffee. My wife trained to be a barista. Every now and again, she makes me a... Hey, just David. Every now and again, she makes me a nice coffee. She makes me a tea every morning.
Turn my Bluetooth off before my mom starts the car.
Ah, yes. And that a few times.
Well, it sucks because like I have my Fitbit connected all the time, and I'm just like, oh crap, my mom's currently listening to my screaming music in the car. I don't know. Like, she takes her phone with her, and her phone is paired to the car, but for some reason it always picks mine.
You can set a priority order, though, can't you? Yeah. You're one of those weird coffee people. I was a weird coffee people.
Weird coffee people.
What's your coffee of choice then, 3DFX? Kind of stopped taking coffee when I start working from home.
1 second, I gotta put some screens in my windows so I can open up the windows.
What's your favorite coffee? You never have less than 4 different coffee beans to choose from. Are they freshly roasted? You run them 4 different bags. Okay, so how old will you let the coffee beans go? Are you a 10 days guy, a 2 weeks guy? And do you buy on a roasted date? You buy 200 meters from a Maven coffee roaster. Oh, okay. That explains it. So what's your preferred coffee machine then? What's your preferred brewing tool? Bat or cat factus? Somali bean. And then do you use bean to cup, or do you use an AeroPress, or? Well, you're an espresso guy. I'm not really an espresso guy. I'm an Americano guy. Or a filter. You've all the brewers. So you've got a decent grinder as well then, yeah?
Fastest time 2:31.69.
I liked my AeroPress. To be fair, I bought a good grinder. I bought a Sage burr grinder, which would be, I think internationally they're referred to as Breville. But I bought a digital burr grinder, refined my grind, and then I used an AeroPress. And I did the inverted method for AeroPress and quite liked it. And then my wife bought me a bean to cup machine from Sage. Spent a fortune on it, with an iPad stuck to the front of it, and I said, look, I'm never going to use it, take it back. She's like, really? I was like, I don't have the time in the day to be faffing around with that thing. So she took it back. I bought the AeroPress. I love the AeroPress. And then this is the Mazda MX-5. And then when I start doing this, she said, I want a proper coffee machine. So she started looking at Sage bean to cups. I think Sage are called Breville in other countries. But she started looking at bean to cup machines, and I was like, no, we have a grinder. And she was like, your grinder can't be any good. I was like, you knew the cost of that grinder, darling. So I got her to get a single boiler. I couldn't afford the twin boiler. So she wanted a nozzle steamer. Yeah, it's just a little Mazda. A 4-pot front mid-engine. So she learned how to use the Sage. I never learned how to use it. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a gadget. I nearly bought a second-hand gadget. Dave does sim racing. Thanks for subscribing 10 months in a row. And I did see you say good afternoon. Sorry, I was chatting about coffee. I hope you're well, my friend. Why don't you jump into the chat in Discord? Come say hello on voice. You're a subscriber. If you subscribe, you can dive in and say hello. Chat's open on the Discord channel for subscribers only. You're at work, not to worry. Yeah, Gadget is good. Gadget are good. Really can't go wrong with a Gadget. It's why I went for a Sage, to be fair, because its support is quite good in the UK. Safe. Close. Did work. Hey Andover, hope you're well. It does look dark at Road America, doesn't it? Oh, this is the thing I needed to do. I need to forfeit this race, don't I? Forfeit it yet, though. Forfeit this race. And then line ourselves up for list view. Doing at 3 o'clock. I said LMP2, didn't I? What I'll do is I'll open up LMP2. I can't register just yet. I'll leave it open. And otherwise we might miss the start. Thank you and good luck to yourself. I did do a 32, Dave. I think it might have been. I did a 31, but I think it was in draft. If you dive into my Discord channel and click on Garage 61, you can compare my times.
This will be a standing start. Go, go, go.
31.973. Wow. Yo, Ferris.
All right. Hold your line. Stay right.
looks dark, doesn't it? Yeah, I really enjoyed the race last night.
Ruiz, and their rating is 1.7.
So put me back on here this morning. It does look dark. Looks overcast.
There's an incident in Glenfarne. It looks like R2.
Freebies! Freebie deebies. Yeah, I saw you signed up for the GR86. Thanks very much. Got your message as well. I'll be sure to add you at the end of today. Sounds good, sounds good. Here comes the sun. Hey Nicholas, hope you're well. Come on, rock in the seat, it'll make you go faster. If I can catch you, I'll push. Thank you, sir.
Just cut the track.
I thought you said push. Apologies.
All right, Billy. The next car is Liam C license. And their rating is 2.3.
Leaning into corners definitely is worth a second or two. Thanks, Ferris.
C license. Their rating is 1.8.
Left side. Clear left.
Wow.
Incident in Catherine Motors. We think it might be Liam and Dana. Okay, Billy. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes. Cut the track. Keep it nice and tight.
Did anyone else see that coming? Wait for me, Oscar. Hey, Rockets. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Hey, Suzona.
The leader has just done 231.45. Loving this, mate. This is perfect. You too.
Hey Shabba how's it going? Hope I haven't seen you in a while. You well? Hey Devana. BDRC, hope you're well. Every time I see that, I think of BRDC. Sheesh. I'm good, thanks.
Are we live on Channel 5? Do not swear.
We are live on Channel 5. Please do not swear.
Okay. Oh shoot.
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Just prepping for a job tomorrow.
I'm just getting the odd off track here and there, just keep it interesting. Road America and a Mazda.
Nice.
P2.
You know where?
There's a lot of Italian flair in the chat at the moment.
Talking about pasta and stuff.
Yeah. You driving or flying tomorrow?
Flying.
Cool. Batteries on charge.
Yeah, I'm just updating everything just now. I have to update it, then update it using the correct file, and then updating it using the incorrect file. Means that it gets a better signal. It's like 4 times the strength of signal.
Wow.
Because Europe sucks.
Yeah.
It is literally the difference between a range of
Oh yeah.
clear sight. It's
Yeah.
like 600 meters on the the European stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other one is like 4 miles.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
It's the 4 milliwatts versus the 4 watts, right?
Problem is, because it's flying indoors, it will overheat very quickly.
Gotcha. You doing a fly through?
Yeah.
Cool. Which one is it? Is it the Avata thing?
Yeah.
Have you seen their new 360 one?
Yeah, I think it would be cool for certain shots, but I don't think I'd... If it used the same batteries,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, but it's different batteries.
Yeah, it's a whole new system again, yeah.
And then the goggles don't work with it, and the controller doesn't work with it, so it's like... Yeah. I really need to just sell all my... of that brand, and basically go...
Pro.
full
Custom. Yeah.
Because then I kind of force myself how to just, like, do it all myself. And then I'd be buying extra batteries at like £22 a battery, not
Yeah.
140 or
Race has been good, Zenith.
whatever. They charge these days.
Right side. Still there.
I'm currently trying to find
Hold your line.
a
Still there.
micro USB
Hold your line.
card with a reasonable amount of storage on it left.
How many Newton meters do I use on my sim?
Clear right.
In the Mazda, it's about 17. In the Porsche, it's about 15. I have a 25 Newton meter wheelbase. The wheel that I use for the Mazda is slightly bigger. So I use slightly more torque for it.
I've got a corrupt micro USB that has some really cool stuff on it.
Really? We put it through some recovery software.
Can you do that without sending it away?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might need to try that because it has some additional F1 stuff on it and a house tour in the US that I need another angle of.
On your right.
Well, I presume that's what's on it. I can't determine.
Yeah, I can't tell it, yeah.
But that's the only shots that I can't find, and it was all around that period. So.
Come on, man, defend harder.
Because it won't even read the card.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but it's way too nice outside to be spending my day at my computer.
What? Crazy fool.
Dude, it's like 15 degrees out here this morning already.
Does the shape of the wheel? Yes, it does. It's exactly like it's physics, right? It's fulcrum points.
Still there.
Leverage.
The leverage, exactly.
Still there.
A triangle wheel would be amazing.
P2, well done, mate.
A set of wrenches,
Hold your line.
a set of monkey grips.
There's a
Yeah, just a couple of handlebars.
there's a TikTok page that's doing everything they can to kill themselves or cause themselves serious injury by using like meat cleavers as a
Oh my
steering
God.
wheel.
Oh God.
He's got like a Simracing Pro 2 with like 2 meat cleavers, and he's driving it with welding gloves.
Ah, why, dude? Why?
When he tries to correct a slide, it just goes into like crazy mode, and he has to like duck his knees out of the way.
Oh God.
On your
And then
right.
he's had a few things
Still
on
there.
it. 2 saws as well. Yeah, he has some interesting stuff.
He's definitely asking for you.
Does any of these softwares mean anything to you, Kev? Disk drill?
I'll get you. I've got a key. I've got some legitimate software you can have.
Cool. Yeah, no rush. Legitimate. 256.
Pseudo Amelia says you shouldn't go into ABS too much. Right. On what car?
All of them.
Not true, actually.
15 minutes left. It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth.
Not true, actually. Because I was present with somebody who was talking about the race ABS on the new 992 Gen 2 the other day, and they were saying that you should use the ABS on it because it's now
That's
designed.
what it's there for.
It's now designed to rotate the cars independently. It applies power to the wheels independently to help rotation.
Does that,
So there-
does that work when there's 2 of the wheels in the air?
Well, that'll be the front. That'll be the front 2 wheels.
When it's decided to like tire save half the track when it puts a tire in the air?
Fuel looks okay.
Can't use tire if it's not connected to the road.
Very true.
Is that
But-
the same
but
as track limits don't
I
count?
come back to this.
Yeah.
I come back to this statement that Sulo Media says. I'm sure he said it. I'm sure he's right in the context he was referring to. The law says don't go over 70 mile an hour, and yet I'm speeding on a racetrack.
86 kick, that should be enough.
You see my point?
Your device needs to restart.
I'm not necessarily saying I know
I
better
hate
than
that.
Sulio Media. What I am saying is, it's all relative. In what context do you
Knowing
not go
better
into
and
ABS?
applying knowing better are two different things.
Correct.
Ooh, what the hell, Noxie? What is that?
What?
Your mic is buzzing.
It is indeed.
Dunno.
It's weird. It sounded like the sickest dubstep bass drop I've ever heard.
Indeed, yeah. And
Keep it nice and
to
tight.
that point, Sulio Media says don't go into ABS, but I'm the one in P2 at the minute.
Yeah.
Racing against the AI doesn't count.
No, it's practice. It's test
We talk
test
about
drive.
practice.
Test
Not a
drive.
game. Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Is it an AI race and everyone's in Mazdas and you're in an IndyCar?
It's time trial. It's time trial and I'm in P2. Against myself. Oh, I crashed there because I was laughing.
Right side.
Back down to P3. Thanks.
Clear right.
I lost focus. Sulio Media says don't listen to the guys on the chat. Back down to P4.
You maybe need to load the more modern IndyCar. You might have a chance.
More modern IndyCar. It's like 12 years old.
Yeah, but he's in the IR05 or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
He needs the hill so he can go faster.
I heard a vicious rumor about Sulio Media and his real life racing career.
I don't even know.
Maybe you should ask him about it.
Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Professional piano player, I think he was, who went into took up sim racing, and then started selling training videos.
Is this the American guy?
Yeah,
Why the hell am I going to listen to a pianist for racing advice?
no, he's made a lot of money.
Is this
Races
the guy
radicals.
that our friend met?
Yes,
No,
Yes.
I know of this person.
I heard a story about the person.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Brilliant. Nice one.
I wish I'd went that day.
Couldn't hold his beer in radicals, apparently.
Stick to piano playing.
Might be true, might not. Might just be sour grapes. Guy's doing quite well for himself, fair play. Doing better than me. But yes, to the point you made, I'm sure he did say it, I'm sure he's right. But in what context?
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Also, there's something to be said about asking for one's opinion on something.
Ah, well, you know, he was offering genuine advice. But I did hear a conversation
Unsolicited
about.
advice.
I did hear a conversation about the new Porsche. Apparently, you have to activate the ABS in the real car.
Hold
It rotates better.
your line.
Is this the new car that doesn't exist yet?
You've got 10 minutes.
Does exist.
10 minutes to go. There's an incident in turn 14. Looks like it's...
We're just not getting it till next year.
Great move. Keep it up.
Only assist steals and absolutes. Very good. I was watching Rogue One the other day, actually. I didn't even know the Mazda had ABS. It doesn't have traction control, does it?
No.
It needs like at least 3 horsepower for traction control.
Hey, Tony T, thanks for following.
Me too.
Hey, Sim Racer, hope you're well.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Man, it's nice out here. Oh,
When you say 15, you mean 15 degrees Celsius?
yes.
Wow. It's about that at Silverstone, but it doesn't feel it.
Figure this one out, Billy. It's supposed to be 15 degrees today, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be like -3, and we're supposed to get like 10 centimeters
Wow.
of snow.
Hey, Pika.
Good old bipolar Canada weather.
Have
You
I
think
tried
your weather's bad.
PCC?
Production cartels?
At Donington.
Car in front of us is now
Left
Where is
right.
it?
Clear left.
I think it's at Donington.
Yeah, DIY thing will work, yeah. Oh, Tsukuba. I'm not a fan of Tsukuba.
I was watching Lewis do the what is it, the F4s at Thruxton yesterday. That actually looks pretty fun.
Brookson's fast, right?
Yeah, it's really fast, especially in the F4s.
Spent half the track time in the grass.
And cut the other half.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bezel delete kits.
That was at 244.54.
The curb off-track situation at Thruxton is broken.
Yeah, it's the start, the chicane before the start finish. They're gonna tighten that up. They have to, just like they did with Watkins Glen.
There was an off-track that I found out at Barcelona years ago during practice for a league race, and it basically allowed you to skip out 2 corners, but it didn't
Yeah.
give you a slowdown.
I remember
It
that.
gave you,
Nice.
it gave
Hey,
you an
Fury.
off-track, but it never gave you a slowdown. So, yeah, I ran it, and after the first race, they said that you weren't allowed to use that line. I'm like, well, it's iRacing.
Oh,
And then I think the
yeah, I
next
say,
week,
it doesn't give me a slowdown. Just go stuff your hat. You
Farhan.
can't tell me what line I can run.
Don't let this guy distract you.
No, I'm kind of done to death in Tsukuba.
Together, we'll be on the podium here. Come on, Billy.
Same with Laguna Seca. I think I must have driven my nuts off in Gran Turismo for so many years that I'm kind of done with them.
You know what they need to do is they need to like make a vintage version of Laguna Seca before it had the turn 1 hairpin.
Yeah,
iRacing
like a
lives in the
20
present, don't they?
25-second.
I know they do. Yeah, it's like like a 50-second lap.
Yuri says he's watching Jordan do it last night. He swears it needs to be muted sometimes. It's kind of...
Jordan?
Push now. The guy behind is catching.
One more lap. This is Road America, Sim Racer. Great track. What's next? We're going to LMP2 at Long Beach. We're already signed in.
On your left.
Turn 5. You think it might be Rickard?
Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Thanks for the dive bomb.
Uh-oh.
Only 6 signed up. I'm already registered.
That's enough to make it official.
Yep. I'll take 6.
Slippery surface flag. Be careful. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Doing any Donington GT3 this week? I don't know. I don't know, David. Your son's on Long Beach.
All right, Billy. 1 more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. That was 3:55.06.
Gonna give it a go. I'm not very good in the LMP3 around there. Yeah, this should give me 2K again, shouldn't it?
Cars coming out on Saturday morning to get MOT'd.
Which
Oh,
one,
nice.
the blue one?
The blue one, yeah.
You putting them back on the road?
No. Just getting MOT'd for history reasons.
Got you.
Show me the Carfax.
But it has a...
You can do that online here. You don't have to. You
it
can.
has a...
You can
called
search the
Carfax.
MOT. No, you can search the MOT in the UK on the government website.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't need Carfax for that.
well, that's smart. That's actually smart.
It's funny though because it only put the records online after 2005, so you got all these cars that had mileage haircuts in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Clear right.
oh, we lost our MOT certificates, and then I was like, oh, well, it's all digital now, so show me where a car got 75,000 miles taken off.
Yeah.
happened to one of my old cars. I sold it with 120,000, and then I looked like 10 years later, and it still had 120,000.
Think this is yours, Aaron.
All right. Still there.
Yeah,
Good
my
draft, dude,
car
good draft.
has to be really, really hot to pass emissions.
Clear right.
So
Finished. Excellent.
yeah, I need to
Let's
get it
try and
really
keep
hot
this momentum
before
going.
he puts it probe in.
Well done, Evan. Arthur, this is race laps.
It has one of those sports thingamajigs.
That's the end of the session.
What, exhaust baffles?
Cat.
Yeah, 100 cell cats.
200, I think, minus.
Oh, okay. So it'll pass. It just needs to be.
Yeah. To be honest, without a cat, it actually isn't that far off.
Yeah.
When I had my blue Mini, as long as my Mini was hot, it was within like 2% or something of passing, but I got like another 7 mile to the gallon with it off.
Yeah.
So it's like, doesn't really make sense.
I just registered the Porsche this week.
What years is the Porsche?
2012.
That's 2
So
minutes
what's your
left.
tax
2
on that
minutes.
now?
440.
Still, that's cheaper than the Evo.
The Merc is 195.
The Evo's 798.
Yeah. But you say that, that'll be about 5,000 euros in Ireland.
Yeah.
So you register and tax cars much, much cheaper in the UK. Not about the country. My wife's Kia, more to insure than the Porsche.
I was looking at
The Porsche is
some,
worth more. The Porsche is worth more, has the same amount of mileage insured for it, so it's insured for the same amount of mileage per year. Yeah.
I was looking at some SUVs last night, Range Rovers in particular, and there's a certain year that you have to be that you miss out on the high tax.
Yeah.
But you also miss out on the 4,000 whatever it is for the like the over 40 grand nonsense.
Yeah. It's getting
And the
insurance
sweet
with Range
spot
Rovers.
seems to be like 2019, 2018, 2019 is like the sweet spot.
But they're all highly nickable.
But the only way that you'd have some sort of peace of mind is if you're buying it through a dealership and you're getting 2 years warranty.
My buddy has had
Temperature's falling. It's now 37
3 brand new
Celsius.
Range Rovers in the last 5 years. His current one is fine. It's a 1 of 1. It's part of the Celestial edition. And they made 5 cars, and they made each car in a unique color. 283 grand or something. And they contacted him the other day and said, "You've nearly had it a year. How are you getting on?" And he said, "Well, you've ended my subscription a month early because you registered a month early when it went into build in Coventry. The doors don't close properly and the fuel cap is out of shape. But the previous one was an Octa. No, not an Octa. It was an Edition 1 SVO. And it lasted 219 miles before the front transmission crapped itself. The drivetrain crapped itself. And when he rang up Range Rover, they said, "You need to speak to the people you bought it from." And he went, "Well, I bought her from you." And I went, "No, you didn't." He reached out to he does business with the managing director of Range Rover, and he reached out to him and said, "Look, can you put me in touch with somebody?" He said, "Yeah, sure. I'm really sorry to hear about this. I'll put you with our head of customer services." And the customer services guy, head of customer services, went back. Not even some guy on the telephone, like an executive, said, "Yeah, you didn't buy the car from us." Like, what? Didn't buy the car from us? I bought it from a Range Rover dealer. Yeah, go back to where you bought it from. So he had to go back to dinner. Who said, "Yeah, we've got about 15 of these. They apparently tried to recall the Edition 1s. And they have about 15 of them waiting on transmission cases or transmission, front transmission systems.
Internals.
And Range Rover didn't have any. So they had 15 of them sitting in a group across the yards doing nothing.
Yeah, I looked at
It's like, and what did he do? He goes out and spends 280 grand on another one. It's like, what?
On another one. What a good idiot.
Well, the thing is, like, and I know Chris will test this. It's quite a common thing in Range Rover owners to be beaten up once by Range Rover and then just go and do it again and again and again and again. Like, you know what I mean? Is there a lemon law? There is a lemon law, but the lemon laws here are so you can return a car, but you can return a car, but it's damn near impossible. But the thing is, they're not under trading standards. There's probably better consumer law than the lemon law here when you think about it, 3D. But because there's 6 years that you can go back under consumer law if you find a default. But you have to give the manufacturer of anything, be it a piece of electronics, be it an automotive vehicle, you have to give them the opportunity to fix it. They can't fix it because they haven't got the part. They haven't got the part because of just-in-time not working. They haven't had just-in-time not working because of COVID. Ergo, they are offering to fix it. They're not doing anything outside the. They're not doing anything outside the.
They're not refusing to fix it. They're unable to.
Yeah, exactly. And the chargeback wouldn't cover it. You can't charge back cash. And most finance houses would support the dealer, given the amount of money that they spend with a dealer. You see, 5 repair times or 90 days out of service within the year where you live. That's very good. It is very good. But like, this wouldn't even be the repair attempt. So you'd be waiting 5 months for the first repair attempt. He ends up waiting 5.5 months for the part to turn up. Give me 2 seconds. Be back in a second.
Yep. That was like during COVID when my the motherboard on my washing machine actually went out, and this was like right in the middle of COVID. It took like 3.5 months just to get a circuit board for a washing machine to me, so I could use my washing machine because COVID was just gumming everything up.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yep.
The leader has just done a 120.39.
Dang, I'm about to fall asleep out here.
Fastest lap for Emmy, 116.48.
So what are you racing this morning, Chris?
Nowhere.
No?
Nah.
I guess it's afternoon for you, never mind.
Nah, I generally only tend to do officials on week 13. It's when I all that beautiful safety rating that I gained on one race during the endurance with Kev, I decide to remove it with
Yeah.
week 13 Mazdas.
It's now 36 Celsius.
Yeah, you're better off, to be honest, because officials, when it's not week 13, is just a pain in the bollocks. I tried soloing the 3-hour last weekend, and I was 15 minutes away from the finish, and then my sim froze.
Nice.
And it was one of those lockups where you can hear everything still happening, and your wheel is still working and everything, but the screen is just not moving. Somehow I managed to pull off and actually park on the runoff area at La Source without seeing anything.
3D Effects was talking about lemon laws, the 5 repairs in the 90 days. The way they get around it in UK and Europe is they will give you a courtesy car, so you're up and running. And if they can't provide you with a courtesy car, they'll rent you a car. So the lemon laws don't really. There's law is slightly different here. You can bring class action lawsuits against manufacturers in the States. You can't do that in the UK and most of Europe. That's why VW paid out for the States. VW didn't pay out in the rest of the world. Vast majority of the rest of the world, they didn't offer any compensation. In the States, they offered compensation to avoid litigation. Whereas, and they offered a minimum buy price for the VW vehicles as well, right? The whole thing where the minimum buy price, the blue book price, was being offered. Just to appease you guys. So your laws are different. Your laws are better in some ways and massively worse in other ways. Do I know anything?
I know in the state. Go ahead.
Roberto is asking, do I know anything about my configuration controls not saving? Is it when you go into a different car, Roberto?
Mine only does that when G-Hub isn't responding and I have to restart it. That's because I have a G920.
Okay, so Roberto, you need to think of iRacing as a simulator, and when you get into your car, your controls are set the way you last set them. But when you get into when you get into somebody else's car, they're not set the way you set them. So you have to set your controls for each car. You can set for all cars. So if we go into settings and we go to key bindings, you can go down to the bottom on the left-hand side. I don't know if you can see that with my camera or not. I need to go to grid in a minute. But on the bottom left-hand side is this car only and all cars. And you can do it that way. I can show you again after the race. We got time actually. Here, look. Let me quickly take the camera off, the boot cam off. Hang on a second. I will quickly show you. So if you watch where my boot cam is, when we go to settings and we go keybinds, down the bottom down here you have all cars, and this car. Right? So if you're using one wheel, you can click all cars. You have different wheels for different cars, you can go this car only. Hopefully that makes sense. But, quite rightly, it's set up like each car is different. Your camera settings for each car will be unique as well, unless you set them for all cars. Does that help? Yes, and it's the same with wheel and pedals. Because obviously if you look at this wheel here, I'm running a Formula wheel for this car, I run a round wheel for the Mazda MX-5. So you can go this car only, or you can go all cars. If you've got one wheel, you can just set it for all cars. Hopefully that makes sense. What is the best way to learn Nurburgring? Drive it.
Drive it, crash, and start again until you get it right.
Break it up into sections if you have to, and drive it.
Yep. The way I learned it was I would pick a turn that I know I struggled with, and I would like lead myself up to that turn and memorize everything to that point, and then just slowly build on that.
Fury also makes a valid point. Drive it in a slower car.
True.
Don't try and drive it in a GTP or a GT3 or a GT4.
Pontiac Solstice.
Drive it in a Solstice or a Mazda. Pontiac Solstice.
Every time someone mentions the Pontiac Solstice, all I can think of is Taz's paint scheme for it.
Pontiac Solstice is the car of the week this week.
I know.
Anyways.
But also, you can drive 1,000 laps around Nurburgring and learn something new about about a corner every turn.
In
Or
real
every
life,
lap.
if you drove 1,000 laps, you'd never learn it because it keeps changing. Every time I go, it's changed. They change the tarmac every year. They change the Armco. The track changes. They've cut back the trees.
Didn't they change something to add an hour force this past year?
No, I didn't have Force was done 2 years ago. They got rid of my favorite curb and made it a hill climb
Yeah,
section.
that jerks. Apparently, everybody hated that too.
Yeah, they did it to slow the cars down on the tourist days.
Okay, Billy. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Lower it.
Grünhalle.
Grünhalle. Grünhalle.
Grünhalle, Tula.
There's an incident.
Yeah, by all means, use the racing line.
The driver in front of us is a sneaky B-license. Their rating is...
Racing line's not a bad call. Chris and I both know a professional race driver who uses the racing line every time he races in iRacing. Hey, Peck. It's Spa 24, but can't do Spa without the driving line on. There's nothing wrong with using the driving line. Going alright actually, we did a little bit of Mazda, we came P3. Hey no, I hope you're well. We're going to do a little LMP2. Came 5th, well done. Racing Rome was streaming driving around the ring last night at 3 o'clock in the morning my time. And I was tempted to fire the PC up and go racing again. Like, you'd stay back, Kev. Oh, if you can get fast in the Mazda, I believe you'll be fast in most things. I enjoyed Brands. Yeah, I like VIR as well, Fury.
Is it VIR we're at tomorrow?
Okay, Billy, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
I think it might well be.
Come on, the rest of the tour.
GR?
Might well be. I've checked. You think I do practice?
Emmy, 115.70.
We're at VIR in the league.
I'll log into Garage 61 and see what how many 200 laps that Docs has done. It's been
2 million laps. David shook the team up out in the cup of the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he's quick.
Yeah.
I needed to get in front of him on that opening lap, and I probably could have changed the race up a bit, but I lit the tyres up coming out like the corner before No Name, which gave him a tiny bit of a gap, but I was still in the draft, and then got an off track, sorry, a slowdown coming through the Rouge, and yeah, when you're like within tenths, you're not getting like 2 or 3 seconds back. And then a further 4 slowdowns sealed that. I also need to drive that car more. I don't drive it enough.
Where was I bullying you at Algarve? I don't remember bullying you at Algarve.
I could jump into 95% of cars on iRacing and be quick in them, but the Porsche was a little bit different.
I think David might have an unfair advantage.
Is he an IRL person?
If you lived in, if you lived on the estate at Glenlivet and you knew about whiskies, can you put 1 and 1 together?
So you'll be 10th next week.
Very busy at the moment, apparently. Lots of whiskey tasting. That's what I'm saying makes sense, yeah? Huh?
Kind of.
Well, I'd never say where you live.
All right, clear right.
Sorry. I need these 2 in front of me to make a mistake. Gaku. Clip it to the wall. Just damage the PPF. Hey, Danny. Hey Sam, Scats up you up. This is Long Beach Dolph. Bartek. Hi, Game.
Slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Hey, Control.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, Billy. Houston, push it.
Come on. Hey, Nikolai.
Sounds pretty consistent. That's 17, 5, 8.
Well done, Felipe.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Again, sorry for the contact.
6 incident points. Alright, Billy. The next car is Krasniki, B license, and their rating is 1.6. E6 is the finish. Could have been better.
Well,
Could have been worse.
could have been a
That's
lot
the end of the
better.
session.
A lot better. Whole lot better. fixed. Welcome back, Bruno. Could have been a lot better. So we lost 0.13 and 68. Not good. Hey, Paul. Soundcast. I've never really got into GTP. I've got most of the cars, everything bar the BMW, but I don't really do You there, Chris? Hey, that one dude. Hope you're well. Right. Bit of practice. Fixed setup at Long Beach. Not a lot we can do for this.
Just run it around the walls.
Run around the walls, exactly. Drop you a WhatsApp.
Pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I was going a different direction, but similar.
Like you can't live on the estate at Glenlivet and not make the whiskey, right?
Yeah, I was more going the spot.
Ah, yeah. No. Like, I mean, on the estate.
Is he racing? Like
Say again?
the rest? Is he continuing?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's all we need as well, right?
Yep.
More of it. I'm getting a lot of skippage.
Got damage.
I
Yeah,
do like a
but-
race when I don't make mistakes.
If I could find 10 more, I'd happily come last.
Yeah, I wish Duncan would come back. He's like an Assetto fanboy now.
Yeah.
Because it has caterers on it.
Hey, Vinny. I need to save fuel.
Tires are cold.
What, on the cup car?
And
Hey, Bog, I hope you're off.
MT as well, but he's got rid of all his stuff.
Gave it away or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cup car. And it's bouncy as you like, eh? How have you done cup car yet, Robin? We were talking about racing again recently, Robin. Thursday last week, we were talking about maybe we just invite you guys into one of the league races. Because otherwise it's going to be weeks before we get to race again, and we all enjoyed it. We all really enjoyed it.
It's the bongo thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it needs to happen again.
yeah, defo. And considering that we're adding people to that league all the time.
Yeah, I mean it's more of a fun thing, so yeah, the more the merrier. And it's that time slot, so
Yeah.
so how many are we up to on that?
40.
How many showed up last Thursday?
25.
So say we got everyone that's, because it's a free league and all that, everyone to run the red livery.
Yeah.
And then any of those guys show up in their livery, and then it's kind of the same deal. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
We all had a good time doing it.
VIR would be mega.
Yeah,
I mean,
but VIR is this week and it's too short notice for them.
Yeah. What is next?
What's next? The challenge with taking a week off the league is people put time aside in their diary for the hour with their family and whatnot.
Or not.
So it would be
More of that.
Or here's one, the Nordschleife, a week after, 2 weeks. That would be interesting.
That's the one. That's the one we should do.
Well, the man's on the phone at the moment. 2 weeks notice enough?
It's Bongo in chat, is he?
Nords is the one I shall not be racing, says Fury. Come on, Fury.
And then there's Adelaide, Donington, but then we're into the middle of May.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Nurburgring's the best option. I'm sure they'll love it as much as we will.
And Nurburgring will have no practice. It'll have 30 minutes qualifying.
Yeah.
So it gives more time for everybody as well.
Starting in the back at Nurburgring would be
Too many corners for your brain to comprehend, Fury.
driving like
Break it up. Break it up into 5 sections.
Yeah, break it up into sections of Armco. First section of Armco at Hatzenbach. Second section of Armco at Hatzenbach.
But
Ping
if you
pong, ping pong.
start from the start of the track until you get to the top of Blue Platz, that'd be one stage. And then the next one would be from there down to, I don't know, Forst. And then from there, it'd be through Miss down to the bottom of the hill. Is it Versiphon?
Brideside is the bottom of the hill. Versiphon is
Brideside,
the second
sorry.
gear corner.
look at you with your
Yeah, and then come all the way up to the carousel for your next section. And then your final section
Carousel
before the
from
end.
Up the climb up to Carousel. The climb up to Hoacht is actually quite easy. The 30th of April. What weekend is Nurburgring?
That weekend.
30th of April.
That's Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Thursday before the 24 hour is perfect.
Thursday before the 24-hour.
Just need Bongo to agree to it.
Fury always dies at Carousel because you're doing it wrong, Fury.
Yeah, drop in late.
Try the banked bit.
Drop in late. Drop in like a skateboarder. Drop in from the side. You don't drop in direct on.
You go in too straight.
Final warm up before the
treat it like a
24-hour.
ramp.
Cool. Are you doing the GR86 and the 24?
It's not in there, is it? Is it?
No, it should be though. The M2.
It's the M2, yeah. M2,
GT4,
TCRs,
TCR.
GT4s, P Cup, and GT3.
Get it on. Remembering that Nurburgring, nobody can hear you scream.
No,
Quite literally.
It'd be
Right.
good because it would
my screen's just
Basically-
silent anyway.
make the no one. Well, in theory, the track's big enough that no one's going to trip over each other.
Yeah, that's another good thing as well. I mean, in reality, everyone's going to be in a big, long train for the first lap or so.
I'll keep
Yeah.
it fun. Let's make it happen.
Yep, let's do it.
Get it on, like Donkey Kong.
Because it won't affect him, Grid, will it? You just let him in via iRacing.
We'll just let them in. We'll let them in. They'll need to register on SimGrid just for the They'll need to register on SimGrid just to be added to the points, but it won't affect the. Because what we can't have is if we don't put them in SimGrid and they come first. They
Yeah.
come second. Do you follow me? So they need
Can
to be counted, but they won't be. It won't affect it because it's one race. It
Yeah.
won't affect it.
Can you do it as a one-off race, but use the points for our championship?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Because then you could do it through SimGrid.
We're having difficulty enough at the moment trying to get the points loaded because people haven't registered on SimGrid in time, or they haven't followed on SimGrid in order to upload their names for the one-off. So yeah, it'll be GR86.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
GR86. It's a fast lap round there as well. Can I open to GT3 and GR?
What did
Not
I just
keeping
hear
in the
with
league.
GR86 around 24?
It'd just be easier to keep it to the GR86 to be. Now, if you want to do a race in GT3s, we can set something up in addition. Dave, trust me, you can bring a horse to water.
Increasing. It's now 37 Celsius.
I couldn't get Chris Knox to register.
Had to do it for him, didn't you?
I think I did.
I mean,
Diva racing drivers.
Diva racing
Get my
driver.
get my staff to do it. Billy,
Yeah.
put a phone
Where's my
fill
phone
up.
assist?
It just tells me there's 4 drivers, and then when I register for it, there's kind of like almost 2.5 drivers. Well, there's 3 drivers, but one can only do the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's not from my expectation now.
That was fun.
That turns out to be the surprise to me as much as it is to you.
I really enjoyed my 2-hour sleep.
You got sleep. Shut up your moaning.
the joys of team racing.
Yeah, I think a big
that
practice group will be superb, yeah. When's the next LLS? 26th, the week before?
25th, I think. Hello, by the way.
Hello.
What do you want?
I heard GR86 are on the rig and was like, what?
Oh, we can bring in the wild card. Cannonball.
Yeah, you've got 2 weeks to get practicing.
What's that song go? You came in like,
Like
a
a
wrecking
wrecking
ball. any green card is fine. Fair game, green card. Just don't hit the red and white ones.
Alright, alright.
It's okay, we'll blame it on your controller. Everyone believed it last time.
I
Yeah,
expect payment
just
in
used that
full.
excuse once.
Yeah, we've had it to use that one, so we'll be fine to use it again.
whilst I've got to go on then.
No, you haven't got nothing.
Extra baby oil for that race.
Extra baby, yeah, you just had your massage and you still got baby oil all over you, so you hope you don't
Yeah.
slip the controller again.
Oil up. Alright,
Oh, sorry,
started.
Bongo, I didn't mean to park in your passenger door. It was an honest
We
mistake,
need
Governor.
to start calling. Jeremy's got his own motorsport team called Promised Land Motorsport. Thanks very much, T. Angel. As in, if he catches up with you, he'll send you to the Promised Land.
Other than the
Haven't
abuse,
you
Jeremy, are you okay?
I'm
I'm surprised he's around this afternoon.
Me too.
I heard they wanted to use him as a wrecking ball for the blockade in the Hormuz Canal.
Oh, the Chinese opened that up anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Well, we can set up a GT3 race if you want a GT3 race set up.
In addition.
In addition, yeah. If you want to do the Friday night, we can do the Friday night afterwards and we do a GT3 race.
Is this Bongo?
Yeah. The offer's there, my friend. I think we're going to get more of a captured audience by having them in the league. Do you follow me? By the fact that they're already turning up for the league. They're already turning up for the race. So it means that we've got a high number of cars. As opposed to people going, oh, I don't have a GT3 car.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there for both of them. No doubt about that.
And the one I have, I hate.
Vinny, we're very well. How are you? I wasn't ignoring you.
Alright, I'm gonna jump out now that the...
Oh, what? You come swinging in here, make some comments, and then just swing back out again. You know what I mean? You don't have to live up to your persona. You know what I mean? You know?
I gotta embrace it. I mean, I gotta become one with the wrecking ball.
I think you've already mastered that one. I think you were born natural with that.
I think I'm born natural stoner.
Wow. Definitely said, Dolly Molly's here. Dolly. Lucas says, please stay calm at T1.
Yeah,
Lucas
good
is the guy that's gonna wreck everybody at turn one.
Lucas Kosh too,
Is that
wait for it.
Cam spelled SENDIT?
How did getting the standings inputted go after I left, by the way?
I need everyone to have at least followed the league on SimGrid so that I can manually add them.
Yeah, and there were a couple that definitely didn't.
Yeah.
We're 12 short, weren't we, from what we looked at the other day?
Yes, we're 12 short. If you just joined on SimGrid, do you press the enter button to activate on SimGrid? All you need to do, Fury, is drop me your name and because I never know whose social media tags are who.
Name and the customer ID.
Make
on
sure
iRacing.
make sure you're following. Make sure you're following the leagues that you're in. That's all I ask. You need to be clicking Discord and follow it. When I go and add you, it says this person doesn't follow this league. Because right now, speaking to Fury, I have no idea who you are. I just struggle to remember all the different usernames.
Cold tires all round. Strength
Sure you
field,
understand.
18.
D13.
One thing I am good at, but I'm not always here.
28 Celsius.
Yeah.
The air temp is 23.
Who's Fury?
No idea.
So
Hey, you
much
got
for
it
being
right.
good at it.
I haven't been yet, is my excuse.
Essex. Danny D. Martin. Yes, you're already added, aren't you?
See, I have been,
But you need to. When I try and add somebody, you need to be following the league.
It's not my job.
Chicken leg. Right, let's go. Let's have fun. Long Beach. Have fun.
It's gonna be turn 1 wreck.
I'm doing Ringmeister in the Pontiac.
God hell.
To be fair, I watched a bunch of races of that last night. It's fun racing, but there's some idiots in there.
Let's have a chat after the stream, Fury. Oh, they're both here. Great. Defcat's here as well.
He wanted his 15 minutes of fame.
He wants his 15. He's got a rider. I must turn up during the stream. And I will be paid in full, irrespective of time spent on camera.
He wants his camera.
I came up with an idea at lunchtime about doing PTZ with my old DJI Ronin S and
Standing start now.
one of the SLRs.
Yes, can do it. Yeah. The fact that you called it an old Ronin S makes me
It's
sad.
DJI Ronin, yeah.
Because I would kill for that.
Right side. Clear right, car right.
Neither it nor the new 5 works with the C50.
Looks like not.
Clear right, car right. Clear right.
In terms of like connecting to it,
Come on, Billy.
like computer-wise.
Hang on a second, I'm just battling.
C license.
There is a button to insist to join the Discord yet. And it's pressed, but some of these people aren't even registering.
There's also the follow button directly on SimGrid that you've got to push too.
That's got a bad reputation. Car number 60. B license.
Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Right side. Clear right. Left side. Clear left. Right. Clear right.
That was on me, sorry man.
Okay, Billy. The next car is on C license. Incident. Turn 1. Right. Careful, this car.
This track kind of hurt on the eyes.
11. B license.
Yeah, none of the DJIs work with the C50.
That's got to be a firmware update
It
coming.
must be, right?
Either that or they're in a fight with Canon, which they won't win.
No. Canon will buy them just to annoy them.
I mean, that's essentially what's happening with,
That was Nikon on red, right?
yeah. Also, Blackmagic and,
You're right, Bongo.
what was the other company? It took Apple to get Blackmagic and
Yeah. I know you're talking
DJI?
about. Yeah.
Because DJI stole, like,
Oh,
Blackmagic
careful
technology.
Careful with stealing and allegedly,
allegedly.
according to the internet rumor mill, which could probably most likely be false, and I want nothing to do with a liability case. Some say. Hey, Sean.
Anyway, it took Apple to smooth that over. Because Apple wanted to work closely with Blackmagic Raw.
Have you seen the Black Magic update?
Yes, I have.
Bye-bye, Lightroom.
Yep. I wouldn't say it's quite there yet, but it's
No, I'm
getting
just waiting
there.
for them to release. Oh, by the way, we can read Lightroom libraries.
Oh, they already have.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it read Lightroom libraries. Bye, Lightroom.
I don't know if they've officially said it, but content creators that follow DaVinci
Yeah.
are like, it does. I don't know if they're allowed to officially say it does. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
But according to content creators, it does read the Lightroom libraries. And the kind of power that then gives you.
Yeah.
Is, yes, they've got the photo page, but you can also just go to the color page. And do everything you can do on the color page to
Here, I found-
record it. It's bye-bye Lightroom. It's gonna be bye-bye Adobe. Like, if Adobe doesn't change, they're going out of business. It'll take a while because they're so entrenched, but
Yeah.
if they don't change within the next 5 years,
Yeah. Change your eye.
yeah. Because it's not just DaVinci going after them, it's all of
Yeah,
these
it's
other
everyone,
like
yeah.
smaller open source
Yeah.
companies too.
It's
that are
the
like,
vultures.
yeah. Like you look at Affinity, I used to like Affinity and then Canva bought them, so I'm like, I don't really trust that, but
That's another Adobe, right?
yeah. But like, the only person I see buying Blackmagic at this point is Apple. And we've had this conversation.
Yeah.
I don't think that will actually ever happen, but they're the only company that I could see.
Well, a very wise man at Apple once said to me, some of our best employees are our partners.
Yeah. Yeah. And the
You
fact of the
don't have
matter
to
is-
employ somebody to have them work for you, if you follow me.
and that's what's going on with Blackmagic right now.
Yeah.
Look at the 3D camera. It was specifically built for fucking, excuse my language, the Apple Vision Pro, which granted is now a dead
Yeah,
piece
duck.
of
Yeah.
product, but
Have you seen the new GoPro?
no. Does it look good?
Micro Four Thirds, 50 megapixels, 8K, 5-hour runtime,
How big is it?
1-inch sensor, so about the size of a GoPro.
Oh.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello, drone photography with SLR lenses.
Yeah. I back in the day when GoPro came out, they were revolutionary, and then they kind of
And
died.
they just died off, yeah.
Seems like maybe they're coming back. That should.
Check it out.
Well, they were unique when they come out, but by the time I got my hands on one, there was dozens of Amazon specials before
The
Amazon was
Chinese
around.
brands took them over, yeah.
Yeah, mine wasn't a GoPro, but it fitted in the official GoPro.
Well, they created the standard for that.
Yeah.
And
So
when you
everyone
create the
just
standard, it's
did it
very
there.
easy. If you create an unlicensed AK Manicogo and you create it as a standard, it's very easy to claim, clone it. Because it is the standard. You don't have to invent your own, you just use somebody else's standard.
Yep. And that's what I did. Mine was an SJ Cam 4K.
I knew plenty of people that had SJ cams, yeah.
Quarter of the price of a GoPro, and back then just as good.
And all GoPro had every year was a new resolution, and it wasn't really coming up with anything else.
And occasionally better slow-mo.
Battery life was a big thing among my friends who had the Hero, GoPro Hero, and the black editions.
I used to have one, I used to have it like permanently attached to my wheelchair. Because
So you could
No,
video
I
the
mean-
wrecking balls.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
So you can video what he does in the league race to pedestrians in real life.
Pretty much.
And then use the I'm
I'd ask
special
you to
card.
get out of my way, but that wouldn't be good content.
Can't give it to me, I'm special in a wheelchair.
Or it would be get out of my way. They wouldn't get out of my way, so I'd be like, screw you.
What are you going to do? Beat the guy up in a wheelchair? I'll just sell that
I
content.
don't know, I reckon I could take him.
I don't know about that. I gotta buy better go wheelchair.
No, have you seen the weight of those wheelchairs?
Last time I had my chair picked up, it took 6 people. Mind you, those 6 people were not in the greatest state of mind.
Question, is a Labatt's car as bad as a Red Bull car?
Yes.
Copy that.
I said this. No, they're not the same company. Never mind.
Okay, question. When are these two in front of me going to take each other out?
Oh yeah. That green one's gonna break
Hey,
check.
Rob.
That blue one's gonna dive bomb. And they're gonna take each other out. Right here.
Can you do a burnout in the Pontiac Solstice?
Yeah, it takes matches though. Hey, Messi.
Matches and gasoline. I'm surprised the blue one didn't try to go
It
for it there.
doesn't do burnouts.
I mean, there's not much power in the Focus.
This is peak up, yeah. And tick.
Alright, I gotta get back to working on things. Have fun.
See you in a bit, Jeremy. Take care, mate.
Yep.
All the best.
Let me be my break for you. What's a pure copy, Bongo? This is Long Beach, Carnage Central.
Leader was just done at 119.6.
Go on, try.
Tricky, tricky.
Oh, he just rolled back. See that left pedal, mate? That'll stop you rolling back when you crash. Number 5. If you press it really hard, the car will stop. If you press it really hard, the car will stop and you won't be in people's way.
We went for tea.
Car 5, I'm guessing your microphone works as well as your thought process.
Yeah, but I don't smoke and I don't do drugs, so I might as well do tea.
Oh no.
Next car is B-license. Rating is 1.7.
Stuck on my own, all lonely. 6x.
Yeah, I've got 8x in this race.
That's your fastest lap for Wells, 119.3.
Hey, I say, just missed Jeremy.
No more mistakes, concentrate. Centre line is 1 off the pace.
I didn't need that wing.
Rating is 1.7.
Oh no.
It's just 19.3.
What wall? I didn't see a wall.
No, that's why you're here.
Jumped out of me.
Stepped out in front of you. Lamppost did that to my mum one night. Wrote off her Capri to a tie.
Well, you know, you're precious about your car till you get your first dent on it. Just thought I'd put a few on it. We're still on the sprints yet. Probably won't put the XP1s back on until we build a new rig now.
You lost your Allen key.
Can't be bothered.
The thing with me, I
Putting
got
them
my
on to take them off again.
I got my new monitor stand sitting on the other side of the room, and I did look at it. I built the legs, put it together, and I thought this is gonna be such a nightmare. And then when I realised my 40/40 is too short, I thought, well, that's it, Captain. Any excuse. Stop.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like Thomas. Don't expect a fair fight. Car number 11. B-license.
Let's have you got your ears on.
The next car is 6.
Guess not.
Big slide. Metzi, Nathan's trying to talk to you.
Other way round.
What? Metzi wants to talk to you?
Yeah, no, I was speaking to Brett.
Oh.
car behind me.
I thought you said Metzi. Have you got your ears on?
No, no, Brett. Sorry. He's closing me in. I just wanted to tell him I got damage. Just pick a side and go with it. Car 25, you got a copy? Brett's got his serious head on, he don't want to speak. But hello Metzi, she's there.
Getting some sim magic here. You getting it through my affiliate link?
What's this lap for? Reagan 119.2.
Just remind me, Kev, if I pit with no meatball, is it only optionals?
It's full tires and fuel on optionals.
No, I've done all of that up, but optional repairs and required repairs.
Yeah.
They're only required if you've got a meatball.
No, you'll get all repairs.
Okay. There's a chance I could end up with required when I drive it into the pits. I think I'm going to have to do it anyway, otherwise I'm just going to end up getting too many X's.
Why are you buying it from the track racer site? Just curious. Are you buying track racer gear with it?
Five and a half minutes of optionals. I don't know, I thought it was alright, Jeffrey.
Gotcha. So you're buying track racer stuff, are you? Like I say, Rob, it's more market research than anything else.
Seven X and 6 minutes of repair.
8x,
Right, this
2
trip.
laps. Just make sure that monitor stand isn't the U-frame on the legs. Like I say, it was more market research. The company my affiliate is with sells track racer anyway, so. Ah, really? Thanks for holding your brakes.
Not another one.
Yeah, 18 meters will be pushing on TR80.
Looks like it's Lansky.
How much is a TR80? Could has never said hello. Could say hello to Betsy, would he?
Hello, Metzi.
We've advanced your relationship with Good.
Bom dia, Metzi. Pronounced Metzi. Kalimera or Kalimira, Metzi.
You're practically in a relationship with him now, mate. He's had more conversation with you than he's had with his wife in the last week.
That ain't even a joke.
400 quid for a TR80. Does that come with a seat? Are you serious?
No seat.
How much is a PSR 3?
It's not really good asking me, is it? Because I bought 6
No.
of them. They're
I'm
about
asking
3.5,
Rob.
are they? I think they're about 3.5.
Don't do it, Rob.
E7. And there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.
Don't do it, Rob. Have you done it already?
This distance selling anyway, he's covered by regulations here.
Okay. Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Where's my useful links? Hang on. £400 for a TR8.
Not familiar with that one. Which one's that? Is that the one with the angled?
That's the entry level. That's the entry level.
Car's so slow that yesterday I managed to go to Trading Paints, download Taz's new paint job, shut down the widget for Trading Paints, reopen it, and control an hour, all whilst driving from
That's the
Carousel
position.
outwards.
No, I have 3 laps to do, Meatball. You've 3 laps for a black flag.
How long's your repair?
Oh, I'm finished. I finished in P7.
Oh.
I just didn't go in for the black flag. Hey Sticks, hey Warchild. That's the PSR 3. That's the Sim Magic Alpha version. I don't know what Sim Magic you're looking for. But yes,
Does that one also come with a dashboard plate as well?
that comes with that's the side-mounted one for the Sim Magic Alpha. Just looking to see the other editions. Hang on a second. Pro Sim 3.
I got the one with the front plate.
That's the deck one. 459 ink fat.
Is that got the crossbar on the dashboard?
Look at the screen. See, dude.
Yeah, I'm driving, Kev. I know it's only the solstice, but I do need to turn every now and again. Mine's got the sort of semicircle slots either side.
This
That's
is a
the,
flat. This is a flat tray plate.
Alpha
You know,
mode.
like a
Yeah,
as opposed to the side. You can get
mine's a face mounted one.
You can get a side mounted.
Yeah, that's
for
my
the
one.
Alpha.
Second thumbnail. If you go back to where you just were, not that one. If you go back, sorry, I'm a bit behind because I'm watching on
That's
Twitch.
right.
Yeah, the middle one there. That's the one I've got.
Okay, so you got a face mounted plate, whereas
with the
that's
circle
actually
hole in the
that's
middle,
a
yeah.
PSR 1.
That's Yeah,
Is
I've
it-
got that middle plate on my PSR3.
Yeah, this is a PSR3. You can put any or all of them, but that would be far more robust than a TR80. £39 dearer, but would be far more robust.
But that's a forever rig.
Yeah.
TR80 might not be. I'm not
And
saying it won't.
they import. They're the distributor for SimMagic. So basically, anything that you're getting from Track Racer, they're getting from Race Anywhere. As simple as that. Happy to answer any questions I can. Let's have a look at the first lap. Now I managed to avoid most of this. And then I got a 4X. Let's just see where that 4X was. My affiliate link. Yeah, so I'm involved with Pro Sim Rig. As a rig manufacturer, I do some behind the scenes work for Pro Sim Rig. And Pro Sim Rig is owned by a company called Race Anywhere, which is based in Daventry in the UK. And they own Pro Sim Rig, but they also distribute SimMagic. So basically, anybody who's buying SimMagic is buying it through Race Anywhere. There is no direct route to SimMagic in the UK for official. So Track Racer is you ordered the PSR1 today. Did you use my affiliate link? No, I forgot about it.
Cancel it, reorder using the correct link.
Cancel it, reorder, yeah. Yeah. Don't make me stand over you like a father at school time. Change your setup to so I want to ask you, should you go for triple or 49? I would say triples all day long.
All day long.
All day long.
In unison. Also available in stereo.
You did it while driving. Did you use my affiliate link? I don't care when you're driving. No, just no matter, dude. It's not the affiliate link that how much is it for. You'll still get the price. What it does is it supports the channel, Rob. It won't. It doesn't offer you any more discount than what you're getting. I think it's a decent price to begin with. But what it does do is it puts some funds into the channel to support things like the league on Thursdays, the free track hosting on Thursdays, all of that sort of stuff that has to be paid for. Effectively, I use my affiliate links to generate the revenue for that. So it was that car there that hit me. Right, okay. That was my 4X. So to be honest, he rushed and clicked to buy it now. I'm not trying to spend more of your money at all. I can ask you, I can advise you, I can tell you that I actually think that the Pro Sim rig will be a better rig. I think it's a stronger rig than the Track Racer 80s. But ultimately, I'm just a guy on the internet. Your call.
So I've had three wheelbases, 5 different sets of pedals, 2, 4, 5, 6 different steering wheels. I'm on my 3rd rig and 2nd seat. So any advice we give you is expensively earned advice by our pockets. I'm not trying to make you spend any more money. Maybe it'll be a more expensive purchase right now, but it'll be one purchase on one bill rather than buying something that's, it's like buying a car. You buy if you're buying an Audi, you buy the RS line or the Sport or the S3 or the RS3. You don't buy the 1.7 diesel.
Rob,
you go for the best one. You don't want to be pulling up at the lights next to the car that you should have bought.
You do you, Rob. But you could have a talk with Kev as well. Have a talk. He's got Track Racer rig. I think he's about to change. But you do you. And like, by all means, I have no influence on it. Don't let me have an influence on it. I'll be 100% transparent with you. you know, it's an affiliate. It doesn't, like, Fury's just bought a rig, you know, doesn't make me a whole heap of money. It throws a few quid into the kitty to host a server. That's it.
And
There is more than one, Kev. Yeah, there is more than one.
and I have no skin in the game at all, other than being a customer.
Who did you
I
buy it
just
from,
make-
Rach? Out of curiosity. Yes, you can run triples on a did somebody say a 9700 XT and a 9800 X3D, and they're only getting 100 frames? There's something wrong with your configuration. Yeah, so Race Anywhere own Pro Sim Rig. Race Anywhere is the team I work with.
Yeah, if you can't afford it all in one go, break down the ultimate things. Like a rig is always a forever item if you buy the right one. As I said to Kevin earlier, when he's got his T-nut starting to get a little bit loose in their current location, you can just take the piece of profile off
And rotate
it 90 degrees and use a whole fresh channel that's never been screwed or drilled into. And you can do that 3 times, and then you can also flip it on the other way and do it 4 times the other way.
I use flat monitors currently. I think my next ones are going to be curved.
I got curved. I love them.
You shouldn't. No, I don't think you'll struggle getting over 60 frames of triple 14. Unless the NXT, I don't know, unless the 97 NXT is a very low ranking card.
I don't even know what that is. Is that comparable to a 4070?
I ran triples on a 1080 Ti at 120 frames. Triple 1440. That would be my choice. PSR 1 would be my choice, Rage.
I know the AMD triple to 1 software has issues because Taz does changes the ini file where he does the offset and stretch and all the rest of it, where you do minus 2540 for your left screen, and then someone talked me through it.
The 5070 Ti, you should be able to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Go into your iRacing settings and turn things down to lower. You might be trying to do too much. I can't run everything on ultra. I've got to turn some things to low.
To be fair, iRacing will probably use more of your graphics card running triples than desktop would, by any means.
I'm running my 4070 at 82% right now, driving on iRacing, 165 FPS, triple screens with a 9900 X3D. I have to turn it down a little.
You're running a 95, a 5950. I'm running a 5900. I'm not even running a 5950. I'm running a 5900 at the moment. And I'm streaming to you guys 3 streams.
I can't do that. That's one thing I can't do. I can only stream to one place at the moment.
With an AMD GPU, iRacing use much more CPU because CPUs don't have SMP. Well, currently I'm running 28%. It normally peaks at about 47% of CPU.
CPU or GPU?
He said AMD GPUs have SMP.
GPU.
Yeah, Cud does have other language. He speaks foreign.
And Cymraeg ysgolch there?
He speaks foreign, what, like I do?
I speak native.
Yeah.
Badly. Badly. I have to prefix it with badly.
Postfix it.
Tim Sariad in Cymraeg. Or we get the Welsh not out.
Jan says SX Fury, you have the iRacing FPS limited to 84. That's the default in the graphics settings. Go to game settings and unlock it. Thanks, Jan. Appreciate your help. Right, I think this is going to be my last.
Already? Is it that time? Or is it just early?
It's a 4:45.
Oh, it's not that early, not that late.
I did 5 hours streaming last night, yesterday. 5 hours.
Oh, John Payton, isn't he in our league? John Payton.
Rage has a 9070 and a 9800 X3D, and he's getting a constant 105 frames.
Yeah.
Triple 1440 is not that much. 11 megapixels. Rough maths. What's your 1440? What's your long? Your 1440 is your height. What's your width?
7680, is it? For us?
No, on a 34-inch ultra wide. If he's running.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Hey Juan, hope you well. Am I making sense? What resolution are you running 3DFX? I'm going to do another cup car race because I'm nuts.
It's the spirit.
My safety rating's back down. My safety rating's back down to 2.5k.
You have a bad race. It's like, what am I going to do? Same again. Why? Because it might be different this time. We all know it once, but you hope.
A standard 16.9 is 1440 by 2567. So that's the resolution I'm running times 3. I'm actually running it times 4. I've no issue.
Oh, that's it as well. I'm running 4 monitors, isn't I? So if you're only running 3, you'll definitely do it with the equipment I asked earlier.
I'm definitely nuts and bolts. Gaming rig, you have 1440 by 2, 1440, 2 by 1080p and a 50k4 on your sim rig. Your sim rig is 3 by 1080. On what frame rate are you getting on 3 by 1080? is tiny as well. No wonder you squint. You who said you squint a lot? 1080, you're probably bottlenecking the PC. Probably bottlenecking the C. You're telling the other guy what to expect at 3 times 1440. Yeah. Sorry, got confused.
Easily done.
4 minutes to go racing. Whatnot. In it.
In it.
You know what I mean? Like. So my safety rating's gone down 2. My iRating has gone up 100.
That's a nice fair trade. I'm nearly 300 iRating down on last Friday. Happened on a weekend.
Do they not have some equivalent to SMP? Does AMD GPUs not have an SMP equivalent?
I don't even know what SMP is, so don't ask me.
Is that where they take it from 3 screens and make it one
Yeah, so they render basically 3 screens.
render?
Oh,
Yeah.
what's it called again? They do. I just can't remember what it's called.
It does it differently though, doesn't it? Because it's not the
Yeah.
same.
It's like super resolution or something like that. I can't remember.
Seven X, lot 19 rating.
Yeah, I didn't think it was multi-viewport. I thought it was multi-projection. Interesting. Yes, you're right. Yeah. My answer then would be buying an NVIDIA card.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
They aren't long behind NVIDIA, but they're behind.
Their supply is also out until the end of the year, so good luck buying an NVIDIA GPU.
Where? Because I could tell you live stock in the UK right now, in the thousands.
NVIDIA themselves said they're not making any more until the end of the year.
Yep. Do you want me to go get the stock? Do you want me to post a screen?
No, shut up.
Do you want me to go post a screenshot? Because trust me,
Shut up.
the channel has stock. Just because the manufacturer isn't producing it doesn't mean that the channel doesn't have stock. Typically, a manufacturer comes out and says that they're not making it because the channel has too much stock. I worked in distribution, IT distribution for many years, and my wife still does. How do you make something desirable?
It's all about supply and demand, literally, isn't it? I know it's a cliche, but
It was paining me greatly that I was looking at 1300 Founders Edition 5090s the other day on a system and I can't order them. Can't access one. Founders
what,
Editions.
1,500 quid?
No, their base cost at the moment is 22 plus VAT.
Yeah. I need a whole computer for that sort of money.
The other day, their base cost was 22 plus VAT for a 5090. And 1200 plus VAT for a 5080.
I was told that I should probably wait and just get a 6080 when they come out.
So I had that conversation the other day with my buddy who was like, I wouldn't buy a 5090 right now because you're basically buying a 2-year-old technology platform that is going to be updated. And if you spend $3,000, you're better off spending $3,000 on the new product. Whereas if you spend $1,000 on a 5080, yes, it's 50% slower, but you haven't spent you're not going your depreciation value is going to be a lot less, basically. I was like, yeah,
if a 5080 drops in my lap for a good price,
take it easy, yeah.
I'll take it, but I'm not actively looking for one. When's the 60 series due?
They have no plans for them at the moment. No plans for them at the moment. But the other thing I'll say to you is the entire situation is volatile because I think it was last week Anthropic, who initially bought up 40% of the 2026 silicon market, has cancelled their order. Have you heard that?
No.
Yeah, so it was, I believe it was Anthropic who bought 40% of the NAND memory and DDR5 from Samsung and Hynix. Samsung and Hynix are the two largest manufacturers of NAND and DDR5 memory in the world. And where the memory shortage has come from is they put a an intent to order 40% of production. And the manufacturers can't produce a new fabrication plant. You don't just pop a fabrication plant up in 3 weeks. It takes years. I grew up in a village that was powered by Intel. It takes years to build a fab plant. And it's OpenAI. They completely cancelled their order for that 40%. So one could deduce that if your memory orders are being cancelled, are your logic as your GPU orders being cancelled as well for your processing, because obviously you need RAM to run the cards. You know what I mean? The whole AI thing is very volatile at the moment. Very, very volatile. And there's a great documentary. I must find it and stick it in the Discord. There's a great documentary about the cost of OpenAI and how much it costs to run something like ChatGPT versus the income that they make. And it's an inverted pyramid. You've visited every chip fab on the planet. Have you been to Leakslip? Really? I grew up near it. A lot of my school friends work at Leak. Started with the P60. First chips they produced in Fab 7 was the P60. At one point, Intel's most profitable plant as well.
The minute it opened.
No, it's like, I don't remember it being funded by the Irish government, right?
Yeah, I'm joking.
Pretty similar setup to Wales, you know. We got.
Yeah, we had LG televisions.
Yeah.
LG televisions turned up and brought this whole couple of £100 million project, and they built a Korean village for all the workers to live on. A year after it opened, they had Nippon Electric Glass to make all the screens for them as well. All within a couple of miles each other. It was going to be fantastic and amazing, and then all of a sudden we've got flat screen panel TVs instead of K-Don Ray tubes.
I've actually been inside the Intel factory 3D. They used to do open days, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And my friend used to own the land at the back of Leakslip. So were you ABB? Was it ABB whose robots they were?
I always think it's clever to use the volume of a workspace. If you have a high ceiling with nothing up there,
yeah,
sticking those monorails up, it's like, why put them on the ground when you're going to just take up people's walking space or storage, accessible storage? Sony's TV plant in Bridgend had a boxed-in conveyor that run through the whole areas, not just the production line, but parts delivery and like a shuttle system.
Porsche Zaffenhausen's on 2 floors. Main factory in Germany.
Yeah.
And across the street.
Well, when we were struggling in my place for storage space, I suggested having a mezzanine level with like a retractable deck, so you could push things up, store them, and it'd sort of shuffle the bread to the front for you to lift it off. But they decided that was a terrible idea and wanted to do something called castling instead, where you put 4 stacks of bread next to each other and then put a plastic lid on and just have it freestanding. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, street ones will drop, so I'm running about 90 frames on the street at the moment, because of obviously all the scenery.
You could turn all of that off and you'd be at 200, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Even with the streams, but it looked terrible.
Sector 1 is number 3.
Craftmasters or Ringmeister?
Ringmeister. All day long. Even with that crappy solstice.
It's good because I can watch your stream and read your chat while I'm driving it.
And make dinner.
Yeah, I might take potatoes in and start peeling them for tea.
Ah, Brooks Automation.
Top of the race to Sector 2. New fastest starts on Silver, 19.
Well, we're not going to make 119.4. Probably because I got a full tank of fuel on. Yeah. 120.9. Don't read and race. It's only bandits allowed to do that. Bandit, you're reckless and you love much too hard. Right. Hey, Calypso. Those pesky walls, I tell you, they're like the trees in Lord of the Rings. They just move about on their own. They come out of nowhere.
Step out in front of you like they own the place.
Why did the wall cross the road? Because the Porsche was there. Never make another. What did you miss? Carnage. $300 wafers.
The egg definitely came before the chicken.
Reckon.
100%. What did dinosaurs and alligators lay 60 million years ago? Chickens or eggs?
I don't know. I don't have a clock.
Eggs, definitely.
Prove it.
I can't. My nephew got the DeLorean.
Bag of poo. Michael J. Fox did say one thing right. He made a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Of all the cars you could have chose.
Yeah.
Your man John did it right out of it though, didn't he? What was his name?
There's an answer there, but it's politically incorrect for me to make a comment. Oh, man. Wow. Somebody, I heard on a stream last night, somebody was shipping out very soon from the States. And they mentioned where they're shipping out and whatnot. And I was, what are we doing? We're racing Porsches around Long Beach. That's what we're doing.
That's the end of the session.
Fury, I can think of one nation that won't be shipping out anywhere. At least one. I'm a very proud signed up member of it.
Strength of field is 2,119 laps.
Wales. Are you a neutral nation?
Wales?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wales neutral.
Well, I suppose we are. Find out on May the 5th.
What's May the 5th?
Local elections in the Senate, which is the Welsh government. Reform of fighting the Green Party and Plaid, not to make you too political, but their main policy is to abolish the government that they're trying to get elected to.
Oh, good look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, whistle. So, Long Beach, P9, standing start, open setup. May the 4th, we're bringing out the lightsabers. We'll be at Nurburgring for the 24-hour. P9, Porsche. On more political notes, has anyone seen the GT3 Cabriolet? And isn't that just such a big no? Somebody needs a slap. Right, here we go.
Okay, standing start. Green. Track temps increasing.
There's a guy beside me with a livery very similar to yours. Oh no, it's the Senna livery. And he's going to cause a crash.
Oh yeah, it's similar to mine.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like Kratos and Reinhold. Right, the next car is Marshall, C license. Elected is G3.
981 came in GTS, like them. Same engine as mine. Bigger car than mine. Bigger interior. Okay, we're gonna brake for this corner now, right?
No.
I wouldn't call them a track weapon though. They're a heavy car for track, especially the GTS. But then I'm not a big fan of putting road cars on the track.
Far left, clear left.
It's just done 19.9. V8.
Far left, clear left.
I can see the two in front killing me, each other. I can see the guy behind me trying to kill me though.
There's an incident in turn 7. Looks like
Oof, nicely dodged.
You like that?
Yeah. Sometimes you don't get time to think about it, your hands
Nope.
just deal with it for you.
see me on the A43 outside Silverstone.
Marks out. 3. Fastest lap for Harlow,
Clear right.
You don't like to pay an exit in Long Beach. No one does. Hey, racer dude.
exits.
Racing's going good, yep. Safety rating's taking the battering, but the racing's going good. Yeah. Screw safety rating.
Incident in turn 7. We think it might be Harlow.
Afternoon, Stig.
Lap time was 1:19.8.
Come on, Kev. Just got home to another Windows update. Way! Can't have too many Windows updates. Not.
Nope. It's always good to have them before you sit in the sim on them.
For what? Rather than 12 hours into a 12-hour race?
Yeah, that's preferable, I think. Like I said, I'm not a computer expert in any way.
Well, the survey says.
But the survey says
19.4. Come on, baby.
Okay, Billy. Nice. The gap is now 1.0 seconds. That's your fastest lap today.
Oh, this car's good. $19,215. 19,215. We're all over him like a cheap suit. Start giving us some lights. Come on! Go on, you good thing yet. A bit of damage. E3. Jim's happy. You used to be a jockey, no.
let's just leave it there, Kev. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, it was. It was a really big horse.
Yeah, it was one out of a horse.
It was a fucking Shire horse.
Yeah. No, but I'm tall enough to slap a jockey on the face while he's sat on the horse.
Like a disc jockey? No, I wasn't. Thanks for clarifying. I was always picked on for my size. I have to stop laughing now and start concentration again. This is iRacing. It really doesn't with iRacing or LMU because LMU isn't any cheaper. I've never tried LMU, so I can't really comment on it.
Diane's last lap time is 1:19.4.
Did work out that there's a premium version that you need to pay for though.
Say again, my friend.
We did work out, if you remember when we were in Maastricht, that there's a premium version if you
Yeah.
want to use the full features. Pit Club or Pit
Whatever
Crew
they
or
call it.
something, is it? Yeah. Pit something.
There's no way they're going to leave money on the table.
Looks like it's
Moaning.
Oh my God, there's 7 to go. I thought this was nearly over.
There we go.
Alright,
How do you, my
second
friend?
ringmeister of the day.
Hey?
Second ringmeister of the day.
Oh, already?
Already.
How do you, Taz? You
Let's
on?
do that. Yeah, not too bad, man. You went to the Mazda. Good luck, man.
I don't know. You let one in, they all want to join.
Hey, Cud, with that car on Ringmeister this week, has it taken you all this time, all day, to do 2 races?
Hey, Crofty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Queued up at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I failed my tax return on the last one. I've just applied for the credit card on this one.
He was making a setup for me while he was talking.
I was doing a pint.
Yeah, and when you finished it, I managed to upload it.
Upload it.
You uploaded it to the wrong car, though. Made it for a Mazda.
Nobody would do something as silly as that.
It was a
Nah,
Mazda
of
you
course
wanted,
not.
wasn't it? For the Porsche
No.
Corporation, was a Mazda livery you wanted?
That was the 86 livery
Yeah.
for the Mazda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Again.
Easily done.
The contact. I'm done, Metzi. I am done after this.
Feel like with these guys, you should only overtake on the left of the ring.
Yeah.
just 1:19.9.
Oh, I nearly bloody shifted.
Can you money shift on them?
Yeah. Yeah, did he yesterday?
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like Russell and the gap is 2.2 seconds.
Rafael, you're just a glutton for punishment. Ferrari Cup. Striker, thanks for liking life. The tires are gone.
Yeah. Someone nicked them out of the garage.
Yeah, Long Beach is a dodgy place. You know what I mean? Don't leave anything around. Don't leave anything lying around. Rob the bus gun out of your hand. No, that's Imola.
I'm on, sir.
You know that
Uh-oh.
livery? You know the livery I uploaded for the Solstice?
Yeah.
15 people are racing it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
C license.
It's funny.
Just screwed up. 3 laps to fix it.
In the draft masters.
I think I'll be able to make it in time for you, but I'll jump in the next one.
Oh, I'm gonna jump in the next Mazda after that.
Oh,
The advance for America. I'm rolling America.
Brilliant race.
Yeah, good fun, man.
I was going to do the 1:15 Mazda race. I just still haven't managed to stop working. Very
It
annoying.
was just like working some for your social life.
Just tell him I said like you tell him I said you can.
thanks, Alan. Stay with me, stay with me.
What are you? EMT?
Yeah. No, DMT. Alan just let me through and said, no worries, mate, you're faster. So I was like, stay with me, you can push me.
You got to go?
Lap and a half. You missed the qualifying.
What's
Remember, yeah, the other day when you said you missed the qualifying if you do the race,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's the same time as Draft Masters. So what I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
is try and
I didn't
drag
do
my
anything to
screen.
that. He came across.
Drag my screen off to another one and reset. I'll withdraw from this. Get myself registered.
He turned too soon, didn't he?
When you're trying to do that in the straight, you had to write code for it.
I didn't see a curve.
We'll have a look back at it.
Too busy with missing this. It's the only bit you really need to concentrate. I literally do the rest of it with one hand.
Yeah.
It seemed like he tried to get around me. I got 2x for it though.
Now, 1.2 seconds.
No, he's not complaining. He lost it here. That's where he started to lose it. Well done, Santiago.
Marcel is the winner.
We get 70 I rating for it. We'll lose safety rating.
Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
Have a look. Right, so I think he lost it back here. He come out of this corner wrong. Yeah, you got to wiggle on. Yeah, back in the port. Last race. Got to wiggle on, which enabled me to get the power down. Start tackling them.
That's the end of the session.
Hello.
Mooning.
Morning.
Mooning.
Then we were battling down the straight. Trying to get the draft on me here, wasn't he? Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Do you know, don't know if I'm gonna make it anyway. What's the time? 4 minutes. Yeah, I got 12 minutes left.
He got the inside.
So even if I registered, I'm gonna be late.
Might buy a few tracks tonight.
You can't get in.
Remember to buy in threes.
Yes.
DK, don't worry about it, man. It's good to see you. Appreciate you turning in. Right, and then we were drafting down here. Just roll it down. We're on the draft. He went for the classic, get in behind and see if we can go the long way around. Okay, that was on me, I think. Did I not give him enough room? I don't think I gave him enough room. So to be fair, I'm straight along that line, aren't I? The other cars with you. Did he come across, or did I move across into him?
Yep, the toe is strong here.
Yes, both. Yeah. There's a racing incident, as Messi said in the initial thing. He was on the blue line as far as he could be. I wonder if he thought he was going to outbrake me. And that's why he decided to go that side.
You're going to end up turning yourself, mate. Sorry, Kev.
That's right, mate. The simple thing is, he was never getting past me, was he? He was never going round. Like, even braking later, he was never getting across the front of me. Not turn one now.
It's ticking over now. Yeah.
And then the other one that I wanted to have a look at was the first lap. Hey, mate. That was clean. Okay. Right, let's get out of here. Save that for later. Hey, Whitey, hope you well. Let's find D2 raid. I'm off to groom my horse. Thanks, Factus. Talk to you later, my friend. Good game. Right, guys, look after yourselves, look after each other. Thanks very much for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Cool. I'll see you all tomorrow. Late night shopping effect tomorrow.
Oh, yes, exciting.
Yep, it's gonna be good. Virginia in the Euro 86. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Look after yourselves.
See you,
Look after
buddy.
each other.
See you, chat.
Later. Ciao. Discord, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Follow, enter, join. Let's get to 1,000 followers on Discord. Ciao, bye. Twitch, TikTok. Follow, enter, join. Let's get to 1,000 followers on Discord. Ciao, bye.